Boomtown is all about growth in the Austin area, and it's pretty clear that Austin's downtown has grown a lot this year. A dozen new buildings opened and nearly 30 more tall structures are on the way. Tonight, Bob Buckaloo looks back at how we got here.
Let's go back in time from today in a downtown Austin that few could have imagined just a few decades ago to a downtown that we can only revisit in old pictures. Congress Avenue, same street as now, different world. It's 1875 and the old state capitol building is there before the famous granite structure was built. By 1905, Congress Avenue was paved for the first time, and just 5 years later, in 1910, the first tall building other than the state capitol opened, the 9-story Littlefield building. It stands there today. Prior to 1940, streetcar tracks lined the center of Congress Avenue. In fact, hundreds of Austinites gathered at 6th Street in Congress. It's February 1940 as they witnessed the last run of Austin streetcars. Like most American cities, department stores and small retailers filled block after block. But the skyline was little changed until 1967, when the 26-story Westgate building was constructed just west of the state capitol grounds. It was apparent that views of the state capitol might be blocked as more large buildings sprouted, so the Texas legislature and the city of Austin developed the Capitol View Corridors Plan. There are 35 Capitol View corridors today, each clearly outlined on a map that architects must take into account as they plan new downtown buildings. 1980, this is how Austin's skyline looked then, with a few tall buildings, still many stores, but places to shop had begun leaving downtown for the suburbs. Partly fueled by oil money and the growth of banking, new buildings began cropping up downtown. The main reason for the growth of the past 20 years? Technology.
With Tracor and National Instruments, companies like those who spun out other companies, and IBM moving here in the late 60s, and the University of Texas, higher education, has really laid the foundation for the tech success here, along with Austin's quality of life.
Today, the building boom continues. Will downtown run out of room to expand? Jim Sussman is an Austin architect.
You know, there are empty parking lots along West 7th Street. There are buildings which are sort of underdeveloped, which are ripe for development with more density. You have projects like the rail yard on 4th Street, Palm District, right on 35, where the convention center will be located. And so, I think it will be quite some time before Austin is dealing with the issue of having more density than it can handle.
In 2022 alone, 12 new buildings have been completed, adding nearly 3 million square feet to the downtown skyline. There are 27 additional buildings under construction now. That's another 10 million square feet. And another 30 major development projects are being planned for downtown. In fact, the water line has officially begun construction. It will be the tallest building in Texas upon completion, topping out at a height of 1,022 feet. Astonishing numbers from a downtown Austin that simply refuses to sit still. Bob Buckaloo, KVUE News.